Scrapbookers, this is the 12th and final layout in my Make Your Own Kit series using the Dear Lizzy Serendipity and polka dot party lines. And I'm ready to pack it up. I know, there's still lots here, but I'm just ready to be working with a new set of supplies. And so anyways, on this video, I try a new misting technique. I don't do very well with it. And then I gather up all my scraps so that when I put this kit away, it'll just be like, you know, it'll be nice and clean. It won't be all of this. And so I'll be putting this away too. Okay, well, thank you for watching. Or I make these little introduction videos at the end so you can see what the final product looked like. So this is how the page is going to end up. It is an 8.5 by 11 page, as you can see, and this is not a Project Life card. It was cut from one of the pattern papers there. But if you haven't done 8.5 by 11 in a while, it's really easy. I mean, you just need and if you have one photo and you don't really want to devote an entire 12 by 12 layout to it, 8.5 by 11 is a great way to go. So, get your stuff. Let's start scrapbooking. Woohoo! Hi Scrapbookers, so today I'm going to do the last layout with this kit, the homemade kit that I made from the Serendipity and polka dot party line. And I gotta tell you, I still have so much stuff here, and I really love these papers, and I feel like I could work with it for a lot longer. But I'm also anxious to get to the new stuff that I bought, so you know, you kind of have to juggle a little bit. So I had been, I don't know what I was doing. I think on another video I started with this splattering, and I was maybe practicing. And as I think I've mentioned a couple times, so let's practice some more on this thing. I did bring out this whole pizza box that my what was it? My Jenny bowling kit came in a while ago. So I guess I'm going to just put this on here as my workspace, and that will get any of the splatter. But I'm going to try this technique that I saw with a video by Jen Show, who I keep talking about, who I really like her videos. The other videos that I've been watching lately, and not so much for the process videos, but I guess she made her own kit from one piece of paper, which is sort of like what I'm going to be doing, but I think a lot of people are doing that, so like great minds think alike sort of thing. But she's got a really cute accent. I think she's English, but she could be Australian. I'm not really sure. But she's a lot younger than I am, and she's newlywed, and I don't know. She'll like be. I watched one where she reorganized her scrap room, and then she goes off to IKEA, and so like she shows herself in the car. She's very entertaining. So if you haven't seen her, give her a try. Okay. So her name is Inky Quill, and I can't remember what her actual name is, but that's her YouTube name. So I've sprayed the mist onto a piece of plastic, and now I'm going to do like, oh, that's really horrible. Okay, so spray less. Yeah. So I understand at the last Get It Scrapped office hours, Debbie or somebody was saying that, oh, I can't remember, but at a certain kit club, it might even be Coco Daisy, because it was Emily Pitts talking. Okay, so that's I don't know, maybe we could use that, maybe we can't. Let's try that again on another piece of paper. With less ink. Okay. I think the problem is this isn't actual paper. It's kind of like the cardboard that came to keep something stiff in the mail. So maybe let's try an actual piece of paper. But I don't really want to choose my pretty paper. Oh, why not? Let's just do it. Because I don't want to... Okay, what I'm going to do is I pulled in this old piece of paper, which I don't care if I mess that up. Let's just see if that kind of applies any differently. Oh, I'm getting myself real messy, so I'm not super happy about that. But let's just do like way less. Okay. I get messy, so you don't have to. Okay, there's less. I'm still not really loving it. Maybe I ought to go back and watch that video. Okay, well, I don't think we're going to be using this technique on this layout. Yeah, I'll be back. But this is, I like to show my trial and errors on screen so you can see whether it's actually easy or not. So, not as easy as it looked. I don't know. Let's just try one more thing. Let's do this stuff. Yeah. Let's just do I also thought, like, why not go outside with a bunch of, like, the B-side, you know how I use the ugly paper, like old ugly paper that I'm going to get rid of? I'll use the other side as a white piece of cardstock. And I think that you could take like a whole bunch of those, go outdoors, and then just like totally practice your inking techniques. So maybe I'll do that. Not right now. I'm going to go wash my hands, and then we'll make a layout where I don't make a mess. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back, and my hands are mostly clean. But what I want to do before I put this kit away, and what I've thought of a lot about what's my final layout going to be. So this is my 12th layout from this kit, and kind of what I'm thinking is something that I started doing last night is I went through, like, a lot of times I'll just go ahead and put all of the scraps into like an envelope or something like that, and then I revisit it at some time in the future. So I did that last night, and I started pulling colors that would work for my next kit. Like, I did that while we were watching TV. And what I'm thinking is that the less little pieces I have. So right now I'm just sorting these according to if they're little. And let's just try to get all the little pieces used up, so that way when I put this kit back in the envelope, I keep mine in these big plastic envelopes, but you can keep them in a bin or a drawer or whatever. Let's get rid of or try to get rid of the smaller pieces. So let me see if I can make a layout with just these little smaller pieces. And I do have a couple of boards on Pinterest. One is called Layout, and then a colon, or Layout Design, colon, paper strips. And that's a great one to look at, I think. Okay, and then we've got all these little, whoops. So I'm even keeping the size that's this size, but I'm just trying to get all these little bits in here. And let's even try to use these. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. I don't want to take up too much time doing that, but that's what I'm doing with the sort. So during this process, everything's kind of gone back into this envelope of the paper pad, but now I want to get all the smaller bits out so that when I put it away, it's not going to be like a million things. I'll be right back. Hello. And okay, so I'm back. And I pulled this, this was from the polka dot party, and I think I want to cut up one of these to make like a Project Life type card to go with this. I got a 8.5 by 11 piece of white cardstock, and now I have all these scraps. There's no way I'm going to use all the scraps, But let's just see how far I can go. Now this picture is kind of busy. Like my kids are wearing bright clothes, and we're at Panera Bread, so the background there is pretty busy too. But what I'm thinking is the picture plus like the Project Life type card with a lot of layers in back with these like little tiny things, and then maybe a strip on the bottom and a strip on the top, or bottom and top. Yeah. So let's see if we can do that. I'm thinking I wanted to use Life is Better with You, but I don't think that's gonna fit. And so I'm gonna do Truest of True. I'm gonna cut that out. Smooth the scissors. Or maybe I should. I kind of think I should have used my guillotine cutter there, but I'm not gonna. So we've been watching Survivor, and even though I think Boston Rob, he's not even Boston Rob. Boston Rob was awesome, but the guy they have on there now, Rodney, is kind of an idiot, but he's from Boston, which is where, you know, I grew up, well, near there. And so I totally know that personality type. Like, I feel like he's a stereotype of himself. But, yeah, I think he's obnoxious, but there's nobody else on there right now who I think is any more exciting. So let's see if we want to just do it like this. Because I think I'm just going to tuck in all the other elements, but maybe not this one. And we're also watching, we still watch The Middle and Modern Family, but we think that the writing has gotten like pretty lame. So this is text paper, I'm just going to use it upside down so that you're not really drawn to what the words are saying. So this was also from spring break last year, which I think I've done some of the, I should show you all the layouts again, but I feel like I've done that like a couple of times, so I feel like I don't need to do that again. Yep. So when I first started scrapbooking, I used to do 8.5 by 11, and I still do it from time to time, but I think that 8.5 by 11 is making a huge comeback, and I'm happy to see that because I think that it's a great size, because it's like you put a picture, it's not even a 4x6 picture, a small picture and a Project Life card on the piece of paper, and then it's almost done, right? It's not, shouldn't take a million years to finish this. It still might. I still could do it, you know? So, still could make it longer. So I want to cut the top of this part off just a little. I feel like this matches our shirt almost exactly. And we're eating breakfast, so that's a good match. And then I have some doilies? I know I do. And because we're out to breakfast, I always feel like that I did another out to breakfast layout, I think in this series, and I used a doily. A doily. What a weird word that is, huh? Let's just get a smaller one. The smallest. How about this one? And now I'm gonna try to just tuck that in here. And I'm not so much cutting it because I want to save that, but I'm just cutting it because it's going to be easier to tuck that way, I think. I hope. So I don't want to pull those completely up. go down just a little bit more, or cut the bottom of this off just a little bit more. Oh, you can see, that's not good. You can see my, this glue stick is kind of blue, and you can totally see that. That's not good. Not at all. So I'm going to have to fix that somehow. I don't know what to do about that. Maybe I did cut, remember these? I cut some of these. Some paint circles. So this is that same, actually this is the same paper as this other stuff. I can talk. But I kind of like this too. So now I'm just trying to cover up the part of the doily that's gotten like that blue on it that you can see through. Oh, is that over? No, not quite yet. Yeah, that's kind of a stupid design. They should make the glue dots clear. I'm sure somebody else does. I'll have to look at that the next time I order. So what I'm kind of laughing at is that I wanted to use all those scraps and I'm not, so grr. So maybe what I'll do, instead of like forcing myself to do one more layout with this, is I will instead, if it doesn't get used on this, then I'll just put all those little scraps into like a little baggie kind of thing, so that it does get used. Okay. So these are like little hearts, but those are like sprinkles. I like that idea. And that will cover up all the rest of the garbage on the table, like the, but there's some hearts. Let's see. Or I can, oh, there's a die. That's not good. I did a bunch of, so I'm thinking I'm just gonna, yeah, like layer these up and then maybe put an embellishment on top. But I do think if you are like me and probably take longer than you would like to making your layouts, if you go to this size for a little while, you can probably like speed your process up somewhat. Nope, that's not the next size down. I can't seem to find the next size down. Okay, let's let me first get this thing where it's supposed to go. There we go. That's right with the packaging. Okay. There's so much stuff in this kit that I didn't even get to. Which would be like, you know, a lesson for next time, that when you make a kit, you really don't need to go and do, you know, get every single thing that you own out. Hold on 1 second. Or it might be a lesson that maybe you need less stuff altogether. I know. I go through, I think I'm not alone, that scrapbookers kind of, we go through this we've got to get rid of all the stuff. And then we need more stuff, you know. So I'm going to do just the little layers up here. It's true. It's a weird sickness, isn't it? Like, get the stuff, get rid of the stuff. So maybe if we could go a little slower with all that, it might be better. It's still fun though. Even if it's like, you know, there's parts of this hobby that I'm like, oh, it seems kind of excessive, and it seems kind of like, what? You know, like sometimes you have to kind of explain it to people. Not necessarily in the scrapbooking community, but like people in your family. Like, what are you doing again? Okay, that's... And then they see it and they like it. You know, and if you can make it so you can like Mother's Day is coming up. And then if you... What I like to do is kind of gather together a bunch of different papers that would relate to the holiday that we're celebrating if we're getting together with family, which reminds me I need to get on that and plan something for Mother's Day. The goofy thing about Mother's Day for me is I'm always the one that's like planning the thing. And I'm never the one who's like, I'm the mother and I'm just going to relax. Like, that doesn't happen. You know what I'm talking about? I think you do. Like, we still have, you know, all the grandmothers are still here, and they're here. Like, they're close by, so it ends up being like, I put on this big brunch or breakfast for, which is fine, but I haven't been in touch with anybody about that, and it's Thursday, so maybe they just figured that's what's happening. My mother-in-law does live next door, so that really allows for last minute planning. Here we go. No, I'm gonna skip that one. Maybe a little wood grain down here, like it's the floor. Anyways, my husband was like, "What do you want for Mother's Day?" I was like, I want a family portrait, because we haven't had our picture taken, like, all of us together in a while. And he's like, you mean you want to go to JCPenney? Which is what I used to do with the kids when they were little. I was like, no, I don't want to go to JCPenney. I just want to, you know, get all of us together in a picture. So that's one of my goals for Mother's Day weekend. So I'm going to tuck this little bit of a doily down here. And it's sticking, yeah, it's sticking already to the glue that's under there, so I don't have to mess with it too much. I should have used my Thermoweb sticky dots, but I didn't think of that. I don't think I want that one. I also sometimes think, like, wouldn't it be fun if you had a scrapbooking friend and, like, you had a kit and your friend had the kit, and then after you've made a couple of layouts, you switch. So when the friend gets the, like, when you get the second time around layout, you get, or kit, you get all this stuff, but then it's, like, all new to you, and it would, I think that would be a fun way to, if you had a, you know, a local friend that you could do that with, I think that would be a fun way to do it. I need more adhesive. I think I do need to go. I do need some more adhesive. I don't really want to go up to Joann's or Michael's though, which is usually where I end up buying the adhesive rather than my local scrapbook store. But I don't really want to go up there because then I'll look at other stuff. Although lately when I've been going to those kinds of stores, like it's not like when, 10 years ago I would go to those stores and want to buy everything. And now, like, because they had Sizzix dyes and, I didn't have this much of a stash as I do now. But now when I go, I'm like, I usually pick up those little letter stickers that I use from Tim Holtz and Teresa Collins. Like, this is what I'm talking about. So I pick up these. These are $2 each. And I think she now has these in colors, like watercolor colors. They're pretty cute. Okay. I'm almost done. Okay, I see a little pineapple in there. And it matches the colors. So I think I might put that down this way. And then we're going to put this kit to bed. I know, right? I do feel like I could make a million more layouts with it. No, it doesn't go there. Or there. Or there. That just doesn't go. All right, stop. So I do still have all of these little scraps, but instead of keeping them in this, or even, because there's some loose sheets in here, or even this, then I'm going to just put them in their own little plastic envelope. And that way, if I need, I probably don't need it. I'll probably just throw it away 1 year from now. But that's what I'm going to do. Let's get some writing on this layout. Or even some, let's do some mist. Since that's been my thing lately. Hold on, I'll be right back. Okay, I just grabbed some mist, and I don't know if it's really going to match anything. I want it to match the hot pink, I think, on this page, but this is, it looks like more of a red. Yeah, it looks way more red than, so I tested it out, something I don't usually do. I think this one might be. This is called Primrose by Heidi Swap. I think this might be more on the money. Let's see. Yeah. Oh yeah. That's hot pink. So I'm going to, what am I going to do? I just want a little bit down here. Okay, and then a little bit up this way. I feel like I'm just finally getting, like starting to like this trend. 5 years after it started probably. Okay, so I'll put this over here. Okay, so, yep, that's what I was looking for. And where am I going to write anything on this page? I think maybe just down here, and I'm going to do my little pencil trick. So lately, I don't know why, but I've been using pencil to journal. I can't explain it. I like the softness of it. And so I just wrote The Long Ride Home from Missouri through Arkansas over the Mississippi River. Thank God for Panera. And that's where we stopped. Spring break 2014. And thus ends Serendipity. The Serendipity and Polka Dot Party make your own scrapbook kit. Woohoo! On to the next. So I'll be back with another kit and lots more layouts. Thanks for watching. Okay, I'm back, and I forgot to put anything like dimensional on this. So the first thing, and I found these didn't go with this kit, but I think they do go with this color in the photos and the theme. So it was just kind of the first thing that popped out, and we're gonna point to them. And then let's just do one more. So what I'm trying to do is, this is that rust color, which doesn't seem like it goes with the rest of it. Rust color, and so the other rust color needs to go like right here. And I'm just kind of randomly, or maybe it can go here. And it might need just a little circle underneath it. It's nothing major. But I do want a tiny little circle underneath it. Oh, remember this from the die cut? Let's use that. There we go. Well, that just isn't sticking at all, but it's going to stick right here. I need more tape. Or more something. Here's a different one of these. Alright, that worked a little better. There we go. I know. I don't totally love it. Let me just see if I can do another couple weird little things. Maybe this. Okay. Thermoweb sticky dots to the rescue. That's what I need. And guess what? I ordered a bunch of photos, so it's always, I think, kind of inspiring to have a new batch of photos to work with. But the other thing that I've kind of noticed is that I haven't been taking a ton of photos, so I'm going to try to do that. Like, that's kind of my little resolution for this month. There we go. It's a little messier than I would have liked. Oh well. I think that's it. Yeah, that's it. Okay. Now I'm done. I keep looking, I keep thinking like, oh, because I have an Alex, or what do you call those things? A brass cog cart next to me, and then I keep a lot of so I keep my mists in there, and I keep my twines, and also washi tapes. And hold on. And so I just looked over there and thought, yeah, washi tape or twine could totally work on this, because a lot of times if you buy baked goods, they will wrap up your baked goods in a box and use twine. Baker's twine, get it? Haha. we're eating, we're eating baked goods in this picture. So I think that's a nice little tie-in. And so I'm just going to put one at the bottom and one at the top. And then I'll be done. And I think that little thing that I just went into for the dimensional embellishments, it's generic enough that I think I can just keep it on my I do have an Alex cart from IKEA, but I keep it on the Raskog cart, and I think it's generic enough that I could totally use it for the next couple of kits, that it doesn't really, like, I don't have to go get a bunch more dimensional embellishments. I'll just use these some more. Boy, I need to maybe organize some of this stuff that gets all wonky all over the place. That's the end of it. Here we go. Or I can just do this. Just kind of cram it over there and not worry about it. So the other thing that I think I've talked about this before, there's this new organizer lady from Japan called KonMari, and I haven't read the book, but I watched the YouTube video. And it's actually a little hard to watch the YouTube video because she has a very strong accent. So it's like kind of entertaining, but then you're working extra hard to listen to it. So maybe the book would be better, but I've been kind of in this purge mode in my closet and with the scrapbooking stuff. So as I'm going through and making these kits, I'm also getting rid of bunches of stuff. And I have it, it's nice because I have a deadline, sort of, is the end of school. I want to get like a ton of stuff to give to the 7th grade girls before school lets out. So, okay, now I'm done. Ta-da! Thanks for watching. Bye.